Yo, what up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Morning Momentum. This is Sunday Sesh, taking a break from VA Action Plan. So, guys, if it's your first time tuning in, my name is Matt Beard. I am a real estate investor here in Phoenix, Arizona. We buy properties all over the country, but the main thing that I talk about is virtual assistants. How to put virtual assistants in your day-to-day operations, how to implement people that is going to help you find leverage in your business. That's what we've been talking about. I think this is episode 62 or something awesome. My gosh, I don't know. Let's just keep going, right? I hope you guys are getting some value from these things. If you are getting value, please make sure to like this video, share it with anyone that you feel like would get some value as well. You have family members, you have friends, you have folks that have been talking about wanting to start a business but don't know where to start, man. Come hang out with me. Let's talk about it. Ask questions. Let's do this thing, right? So we're taking a break from our VA action plan today. We'll pick back up tomorrow. We'll do this every single Sunday. I just think for the sake and purpose of, talking about other things and not just keep, bogging you guys down with information, I want to take a break on Sundays to do what we always do and what I have done in the past, which is recapping the week. You guys are probably familiar with this guy, right? The smart week, smart day thing. That's what I do every single Sunday. You've probably heard about me talk about that in the past. If you haven't, guys, you don't have to have something so structured. Just having somewhere to put your thoughts. I mean, that's big for me. I feel like I easily get lost in my thoughts sometimes, just trying to think about all the things that need to get done or think about new ideas. Innovation and marketing is business. So I'm always trying to think about new ways to innovate our processes, new ways to innovate the things that we're currently working on to make them better for the folks that we're serving, right? So that's what we're doing on Sundays, and that's what we're going to do today. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you missed anything with the VA action plan up to this point, we are on day 13. So we've talked about, what to do to get started, the whole pre-launch sequence. So if you guys are trying to get started with a VA, go back to that, right? If you're in real estate, you want to get started with a VA, go back to day 1 through 7. That was all about pre-launch, okay? And then day 8 through 13 was all about building and developing great cold callers. I had a little outline there yesterday for you guys. If you didn't get the outline, if you didn't get any the 4 pillars, the scripts, or anything else that we may have missed this past week or talked about this week, please be sure to go back to my YouTube channel. You can watch the recordings there. You can reach out to me, Matt Beard at vahub.com. We'll give you whatever the PDF was. So if it was the 4 pillars script or the outline for the past week, be happy to get that to you guys. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me on a Sunday. Let's get into some of the stuff that I want to talk about today. So, taking a break from that stuff is going to be big because I'd like to share with you guys what's happening in our business. So then maybe you can get some value from that too, and you can make a pivot when it makes sense for you guys. Obviously, this past month was really, really, really good. So when I merged my personal business, so my business for real estate was basically all wholesaling, right? Finding deals, finding opportunities, selling those to investors, right? And I would make the cut in between. And we built a big business doing that, and we did it with all virtual assistants. So my entire business was, from cold callers to people locking up contracts. We built it to where, I would probably say 98% of those deals getting done were done by VAs, and it was done by virtual acquisition. That was one of my goals for last year. When I wrote down my 2020 goals before COVID or anything, that was one of my things that I wanted to see by the end of the year. I wanted most of my acquisition to be virtual, as in, done over the phone. And then it kind of evolved into being done by virtual assistants. So that was my business model. And then my good friend, I've been friends with Cody for a while, and Pace, their business model was something different. They were, they had physical acquisition people here. They did a bunch of different things. And, before we made the decision to merge, obviously this is the reason why I'm a big proponent of VAs is the way, virtual is the way, this is the way business is going. We had some growing pains, right? In January and February, we had some growing pains of, taking, the business model that I've created, and how do you integrate that with the physical people and the people that they've created, right? There's no right or wrong, right? I think we can look at just being efficient and, what would be the best cost effective model for sure. But, how do you have a hybrid of the two? So we had some growing pains there for probably the first 2.5 months of, hey, we're getting some opportunities, but no one's really clear on where their job starts and where their job stops. So we were going back and forth a little bit on that. And, we learned a lot during that process, but we didn't stop, right? We didn't stop our marketing. We didn't stop the things we were doing, because I personally and they personally knew that it works, right? This business works if you are willing to stick with it and make it happen, right? If your business is telling you something, obviously make changes. There were changes that were made along the way, but ultimately the only reason why this business doesn't work for people is when they quit, right? So if you quit, then there ain't nothing there, right? You quit, that's it, man. But if you freaking stick through it and you make it happen, then there's no doubt that this business can work for you. So, fast forward through all the growing pains, and, we stuck with it, and then we started getting some opportunities, and then we started getting some deals. We not leading up to that, we had deals, but it wasn't what I was accustomed to. Like my business in October last year did like 150,000. And then my business in November last year did over 200,000, right? And then December, we're on pace for 300,000. And then in January when we merged, it was like, pew, straight down to like back to 50,000, 80,000, 100,000, right? And then those are good months, but when we look at our overhead and the cost that we had in place, it just didn't make any sense, right? So how do you go from a highly operating business to all of a sudden you merge and you're doing less business? Like, how does that work, right? So we went through those growing pains of doing a little bit less, but trying to tweak the systems and processes to make it work for everybody. And then finally, March was a good month, and April has been even better. And now it is May. So, now that it's May, we're trying to look at some things where we're heading into. May is going to be a very busy month. SMS is about to get cut down tremendously. And obviously you guys are seeing what's happening with robocallers, with the TCPA stuff. So if you're doing RVMs, if you're doing voice broadcast, it's a good time to make a pivot. It's a good time to make a change, right? Be ahead of the curve, because I've been telling you guys this, and I've been talking about it at the masterminds and all the events that I've been at. This is the golden age. It'll never be easier to reach somebody, and it's only going to get harder. And we're starting to see some of that stuff now. We're starting to see some of the stuff that's going to be the progress in the next couple, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, in the next couple years. It's just going to get harder and harder to reach people at the current price margin, right? We're going to be able to reach people, but we're going to have to spend more money, right? And it's going to that level barrier of entry is going to raise up just a little bit, right? So you want to be ready for those changes, and that's what we're getting in place. So we're going to continue to send SMS. We're going to continue to do what we're doing right now until we get to the point where we just can't do it anymore, right? SMS works. SMS is great. It's cost effective, but the writing on the wall is there to say, hey, this probably is not going to be around for 3 to 6 months, right? Or at least the way that we know it. So I want everyone to be prepared for that, as we are getting prepared for that change as well. Getting ready to spend more money on our leads, getting ready to spend more to maybe get less leads, but get more quality leads, right? So maybe our cost per lead is going to go up tremendously, but the goal is the cost per deal to not go up so much, right? Cost per deal, if it's, $2,000 right now, we like to see it go no higher than like $2,700 to $3,000. So how do we continue to market with those changes? So we're making some pivots and looking at new ways to reach our prospects without just solely focusing on telemarketing, right? Obviously, everything's still going to be ran by VAs. They're still going people. We still have to talk to our prospects on the phone. We still have to communicate with them via text message or email, right? And all that is still going to be ran by virtual assistants. It's just the marketing mode is going to change a little bit. So the process is going to change. So I want you guys to be prepared for that too. As these things happen, you need to look at your business and don't have your head in the sand, because you're going to be left behind. Okay. So if you are sending SMS right now, you should probably send as much as you possibly can, right? You should probably send as much as you possibly can for the next little bit, because that's going to change. So looking at our business today on a Sunday, we are going to be going over our marketing report. So every single month we have this thing. I don't know if I have it on my computer or not. I would pull it up for you guys. But it's our marketing report. So our system manager, Mark, I asked him to put together a report for us because I like to see it, in numbers so we can make decisions. And I told him to make it look cool. So then that way we can draw conclusions of the data that we're seeing at scale, at a little bit higher scale than, I think a lot of folks that are in this business. You can see what it looks like with us spending, $50,000-$60,000 a month. What are our numbers and where we're seeing the best returns. So I asked him to put together a marketing report, and it looks really, really cool. It's like what is it? Rick and Morty themed. So it's really cool. So if you guys want a copy of our marketing report, please send me an email, mattbeard@vahub.com. I can get you guys a copy of that. It's going to go out once a month. Today at 10 o'clock, we're actually going to have a Zoom meeting with sub 2 students, and we're going to be showing them our marketing report. So if you want to get a copy of that, please email me, mattbeard@vahub.com. We're thinking about doing it once a week. And I was like, no, that's just way too much. Like to put it all together and take the data and get it to a point where we're happy with the copy and, we feel like it's good and it's readable and scalable. So once a month, marketing report. So if you guys want a copy of that, please email me. So that you guys can clearly tell when we send the marketing report, you can see the pivots and changes that we're making. So maybe you guys can get some value from it and say, hey, they're making these changes. They're no longer doing this. They're no longer doing that. They're doing this instead. Maybe I should try the same, right? You guys can easily crush this business just by following what we're doing. I think the challenge is, and I talked about this in the past to you guys, is when it's free information and it's there for you, and I talk about it on a live, people seem to take it for granted, right? I hope you guys don't take this stuff for granted because it is the real deal. I'm just shoot it straight to you guys. I'm always going to come on here and shoot it straight. I'm not going to fluff. I'm not going to exaggerate. I think that annoys me the most when I learn people, when I get to know people and, and I really see what's going on and I see how much they exaggerate. It really frustrates me and gets under my skin. So I promise you, I will never exaggerate to you. I'll be as honest as I possibly can. So hope you guys take action on the things that we talk about here. That is completely free. So that is where we're heading with our business and making some changes. And it's all going to be documented on the marketing report. I hope that I can share that with you guys. But now I wanted to go over a few announcements. So Sunday is the day where, again, I write down everything, the goals for the week, the new things that's happening as far as the transactions that we're hoping to close and, the deals that are really close, like how much revenue do we want to be getting from this business, that business. I get it all down on a Sunday. Sunday is a day for reflection, reading, and getting this stuff set in place so I can have a successful week. Because I don't know about you guys. Do you ever feel like, you're on Wednesday and you feel like you're living the same day over and over and you're getting nothing done? You have like an infinite list of to-dos, but you're not getting anything done. I don't know if I'm the only one like that, but I feel like that all the time. If I don't clearly write down the goals for my week, and I write down the goals for the day, if I just let the day happen, dude, I get caught up in like 13, 14, 15, 20, 30, 40 things that didn't necessarily move the needle on the things that I wanted to move the needle on, So I don't know if I'm the only one on that, but it is so frustrating, to have a day where you feel like that was a good day, but what did I really accomplish? That was like very important. So I'm big on writing stuff down. I'm big on, putting my goals down for the week and for the day and the big accomplishments, the big rocks, right? So if I can if I can really make some traction on these big rocks, that's what my goal is for this week. And I do that every single Sunday. So, that's what we're going to do on these lives on every Sunday. So I can share that with you guys. So the announcements that I want to talk about today as I'm writing down this stuff for the week is a couple things. We had an awesome turnout to the VA training. Oh gosh, what was that? March 28th. So over a month now, over a month ago, we did the VA training and we had 160 VAs there or something. It was crazy. It was awesome. No clients, just VAs. And we poured into them. It was supposed to be 4 hours. We ended up going for 5. And it was amazing. Had a ton of value for the VAs, and we had great feedback for our clients, saying their VAs got a bunch of value. So we're going to be doing another one of those. We're going to probably cap this one out at 200 this time. So last time I was like, got to do at least 100 to do it, but this time we're going to cap it at 200. I want your VA to be on that call. If you want your VA to be on it, it's going to be a 4-hour training. I will drop the date on Instagram and on YouTube, you like doing one of these morning momentum. So if you want your VA there, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, Matthew Beard _. or head over to the YouTube channel, Matthew Beard. We will be announcing it there. So it'll just be the first 200 VAs. So if you're a client and you have 2 or 3 VAs, you want but all your VAs on the call, obviously the spots are going to be super duper limited. We'll let you guys reserve those spots, and I'll make like a page where you can sign up and all that good stuff. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be happening this month. We're going to do one of those. And we also have, we have a mastermind, not this week, but the next. That's going to be the whole week. So starting on Tuesday all the way to like Sunday, we're going to be at a mastermind, Cody and I. So the latter half of the mastermind is actually going to be just for wholesaling. We're excited to share wholesaling with a bunch of folks that signed up from the WGR community and the Real Estate Hustlers community. We're excited to share with you guys wholesaling next week. It's going to be super duper cool. So I can't wait to be a part of that. It's just a keynote speaker is their thing. And we're going to be talking about wholesaling and a bunch of other stuff. So that's going to be next week, but I will still be coming live every single morning as always, guys. But if you're watching and you're going to be at that mastermind, excited to see you guys there. And then Pace has his mastermind 2 weeks after. So we end up having, it's like 3 masterminds this month. And then, of course, the VA training. And then this month, we're going to be having like a super duper secret meetup here in Phoenix. So we're going to be talking about our business and virtual assistants and a bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned as well. If you want to have access, you want to be at the super duper low key secret meetup, please stay tuned. You can follow it on YouTube, Matthew Beard, or Instagram, Matthew Beard _. We're going to be announcing that at some point in time this month. Don't have an exact date because it's got to fit between the first mastermind and then Pace's mastermind, as well as the VA training, because the first week of June, Cody and I have to fly to Miami for another mastermind. So crazy start to the summer. But guys, for anything for the announcements, I want you guys to have your VAs on the training. I want to see you at the meetup, because ultimately, guys, your network is everything. Finding people in this business that are doing the business will change everything for you. Okay. That's why we spend money at these masterminds. That's why we do these things. If you guys remember when I was talking about elevating your business, there's a power in your network. There's a power in finding people that are in this business. And there's something funny that happens when you take your take your debit card out of your wallet and you pay somebody for their time. You're showing them, hey, I'm monetarily invested. I appreciate your time. It means a lot to me. Let me pay you for your time, right? And what happens when you pay people to be in these places, all of a sudden, they trust you. They feel like, oh my gosh, this person is making moves. So I'm a big believer in masterminds, not for the fact just to go around and, waste a bunch of time. Like if you're not doing any business right now, don't go join 5 masterminds. You should be doing the business. But if you're trying to elevate your business, you're going from 1 to 2 to 3 deals, and you want to go from 4 to 5 to 6 deals, find masterminds, find groups of people that you can start networking with. That's going to help you level up. It'll shorten that curve, because look, guys, you don't want to do this on your own. You can, but it's going to take forever, right? Find people that are doing it that wants to help you. This funny thing happens when you pay to play. All of a sudden, you're in the Cool Kids Club. So I want you guys, if you haven't yet, find a group. Don't matter where you're at in the world. Find somewhere. They do these things virtually. Find a group of people that you can pay to play to be in that room. So you're going to take it serious. You're going to take the value serious, and they're going to take you serious, right? And you're going to get a ton of value in that. It's going to shorten your learning curve tremendously. So as soon as you can join something like that, please do it, because it's going to be a big month. Guys, Sunday session today, we're going to be making some changes in our business. I want you guys to stay tuned on that. I want you to get the marketing report. Please send me an email, mattbeard@vahub.com. I will share those with you guys. Past that, let's start taking some action. We do have the 1 Door Away challenge coming up very soon. I know a lot of you guys are staying posted on that one too. So we got a lot of stuff happening in May and a lot of stuff coming in June. Ultimately, it's all built around, hey, how can I help provide more value to you guys? How can I help you get your first deal? How can I help you get your real estate business off the ground? Hey, how can I show you virtual assistants? How can virtual assistants go into your business? How can you plug them into your current processes to make them more efficient? I'm here to help you. I will answer as many questions as I possibly can. Just send me an email, mattbeard@vahub.com, and I promise you I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for freaking coming in hanging out with me on a Sunday morning. I got to hop over here to the Zoom. We're going to be going over the marketing report there for those sub 2 students. So guys, I hope you got some value today. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be VA action plan day number 14. Thank you guys. I'll see you later. Peace.